got heaven right here on earth. Yeah, y'all ain't think I knew that song. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in to another show of Beyond the Game. If it's just your first time tuning in, it's your boy Nephew Q on the mic. And I got my two constituents, my two compadres in the building. If y'all watching on Facebook, y'all left my right. I got Ralph Clay in the building. Clay, gonna introduce yourself one time for the one time.
What's up, world? Let's get to it.
Yeah, he's Dak's biggest fan. He hosted Dak wins the Super Bowl this season.
Come on, go Cowboys.
There you go. And then we got my dude who ain't never been wrong on a prediction ever in life. Pick'em Petey in life.
Hey man, you know, me and Aristotle, man, we got books. Aristotle got a book, Coach Petey got a book coming out, man. I ain't never took a loss.
You ain't never took a loss. You know what it is already. This is Beyond the Game. We gonna get right on into it. Let's talk about something that's been kind of controversial the past couple of days. We got the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese Bayou Barbie situation where a lot of people didn't like what Angel Reese was doing to Caitlin Clark. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off, man. For me, let me be clear. Let me be very clear, crystal clear. I don't have a problem with what Caitlin Clark did.
Not at all.
If you play sports like everybody in this room has, you know that's what happens on the court.
Absolutely.
Might not be directly to you, but somebody might be talking to Ralph, or Ralph might be talking to me. So it happens on the court. So I ain't got no problem with Caitlin Clark too. But just because you do it a little bit don't mean I got to do a little bit back. So if you give it to me a little bit,
I'm gonna give it to you.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to you however I want to give it to you.
Straight, no chase.
You open the door. You open the door, so you gonna take all of this. You got, man. So and some people have said, oh, it's a bit excessive, and we gonna get to the social media comments. But some people have said it's excessive. Excessive to who? Excessive to who?
Say it,
bro. I just went through a season, played 35 something games, just won a national championship. And you gonna tell me how I celebrate is excessive?
Come on, bro.
Yeah, all right. As we got B Legend in the building, Dolomite's son just walked in the building.
Look at it.
We talking a little Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna let you get comfortable and situated. So Ralph, what's your thoughts on the whole Caitlin Clark and the Bayou Barbie situation?
Similar. I feel the same way you do. What Finesse 2 times say? It's cool when they do it.
It's cool when they do it.
It's the problem when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know the rest.
Speak on it.
Honestly, I think there's a storybook ending that America wanted to see. I'll let y'all say who America is.
No. Hold on, time. Let me get 20-second time out, coach. This is Beyond the Game right here, baby. We don't cookie cut. We don't PC. Go on, give it to them raw.
There's a storybook ending that America wanted to see, and that ending didn't happen. They wanted Caitlin Clark to hold up that trophy. She's a wonderful player, probably the best player in women's basketball. I think she could probably compete with the fellas, honestly.
To a certain degree, I agree with you.
But I have
negative.
To a certain degree?
Negative.
She can put up buckets, bro. She can get buckets.
Negative.
JUCO?
Caitlin Clark ain't scoring 5 points on me.
You see what we on today, B Legend? You see what we on today? But go ahead, Ralph.
But all I'm going to say is I have no problem with what Angel Reese did. Hey, trash talking is a part of the game. If you don't want her to trash talk, then stop her.
Shut me up.
Win the game.
That's your job,
and
ain't it?
There wouldn't have been her holding up her hand, showing the ring. There wouldn't have been her doing the wave across the face. So all she did was give her a little taste of her own medicine, and obviously America didn't like it. Get over it. LSU was the champion.
She didn't give her a little
Reese
taste.
deserved to do everything she did. It is what it is,
she
man.
gave her the whole bottle. You gonna take all this medicine.
You
gonna take all this medicine, bro.
Straight, no chase.
No chase. Pick'em Petey. What's your thoughts on the whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark?
I was raised as a smack talker.
I
think in my attributes, smack talking might be the highest.
It probably is. It probably is.
Hey, so I understand it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Absolutely.
So I see nothing wrong with the Bayou Barbie doing what she done.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Caitlin Clark, I like her response as well.
Absolutely.
I am a competitor. I have to be, if I dish it out, I have to be able to take it.
Absolutely.
America's gonna go far left with it, which is understandable.
Absolutely.
It's okay. Social media. That's what social media is for. Social media is for is to express yourself and express what you think. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you your true colors. It shows you how you feel. And most of the people that were complaining probably never been in any competition in life.
Ooh.
Man, you hit where I was getting ready to go to with it.
So they don't know what competition is. Most people we know as competitors, we're gonna talk smack. Well, I'm gonna talk smack. There's some people that don't talk smack, but I use it for my advantage.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna touch you where it hurts. What did KG say? Tastes like Cheerios. Mellow tasting too much.
It got serious.
So I mean that's my route of smack talk, but I just like it. I love it for the women's game, because the women's game was definitely the prime national championship game. Absolutely. Because Monday night it was a snooze fest, but we'll touch on that later.
That was good. Before I let you cook me, legend, we got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
Hey, man, you already know what it is. Sporting Discourse, Derek Stevenson.
D Money, what's happening with you? So give us your take on the whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Was it fair, foul? Was Angel out of character? What's your thoughts on it?
All right, as far as the players is concerned, I'm cool for the most part, like all of y'all with smack talking. But I do got to admit this. Just like it says in one of the 48 laws of power, there is a moment where you could go past your mark of victory. And I think if you're not careful, you can turn yourself from a hero to a villain. And she's not going to be a villain in black people's eyes, but I think she did go past to the point where she could have been a media darling for all of America, and she made herself a villain with the white people. Now, maybe she don't care. But in the future, they could potentially come back to fight her, because she could become a marketable star on the next level. So I would hate for her to mess up some of her opportunities that may be coming. I'm not trying to tell her to not be who she is. I just would like to see her be a little bit more careful, a little bit more selective, because in that moment, I feel like she really didn't have a beef with Iowa per se. Her beef seemed to be with like social media, and I feel like she kind of took it out on Iowa and kind of turned herself into a villain. Now, I will admit this. Black people are going to defend her because she's black. White people are defending Caitlin because she's white. So there's definitely a racial element to that, and I think it's got everybody a little emotional. But overall, I want to salute both of them, because I think they both are top-notch competitors. They both are excellent ball players. I would actually like to see them play together in the Olympics. They probably would bring us a gold medal. They could be on the edge of restoring the feeling of female basketball, which is great, because I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't really watch female basketball, but I definitely was locked into that game. So salute to both of those players, and keep talking smack, keep doing your thing, but try to be a little bit more conscious and keep yourself a hero. Don't make yourself into a villain. That's all I would say. All right, man, y'all take it easy. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, D Money.
D Money, just to piggyback off what you said, in today's media, in today's world, the villain gets paid.
Look at Pat Bell.
Yeah, villains get paid now. So it's not so much of a bad thing to be the villain. I understand what you're saying about crossing the line on the celebrations, but at the same time, we're talking about a 19, 20-year-old young lady who, she's emotional. She just won. After everything she's been through.
Because she celebrated in trash talk. That's my issue. Like, how did she become a villain? She went out and played basketball.
So I'll tell you why I think she became a villain to white people, right? I think they looked at it as Caitlin was not really barking at LSU, right? She was quiet because they was pretty much getting washed the whole game.
That's why she was.
So I think when they saw her just like taking the knife and sticking it into Caitlin, I think that's when they felt like, oh, she's a bully. She's not really a victim. And then when she did her press conference and she was like, this is for all the girls that look like me, y'all know what she said. I think they couldn't really feel that at that point, because they was like, man, you just a bully. But if she would have had not done, ran up in over her face and done what she done, I think maybe, I ain't gonna, look, there's some we just gotta keep it 100. There's some white people that just gonna look at her like that regardless. But there's some that would have been like, and I don't, like I said, I'm not saying that she has to care or, whatever. She ain't gotta give two craps about what white people think about her. But I'm just saying, at some point, she's gonna be in business with powerful white people. We just gotta keep it 100, because that's who's gonna run the WNBA, because Nike, all the people that's gonna be giving her money.
Hey, D Money, let me ask you a question real quick. You're a Jordan fan, right? Jordan, y'all say, is the most fierce competitor to ever play in the NBA. How come y'all ain't never complained about him trash talking in the NBA, but y'all got a problem with Angel Reese and the way she do it?
Talk about it.
Come on, you can't have it both ways, D Money. You can't say you can't say Angel Reese was doing too much, but then applaud Michael Jordan.
Let me answer you. I never really seen him run people down like that after he had already won the game. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of the game, he doing his thing, he talking. But like when the game's over, Michael Jordan pretty humble, bro. If you look at the post game pressers and all that, Michael Jordan don't really be going through. You know, he don't be choosing people at the after the game's over. Is what I'm trying to say.
So basically, what you're saying is that you have to pick and choose when you can talk. You see what I'm saying? Like, how is it that you can talk during the game, but you can't talk after the game? You can't have it both ways, D.
Yeah, you know how I said one of the laws is don't go past your mark of victory. They had the game won. It really wasn't completely necessary to keep doing it. Like after the 3-minute mark is over, we know what the outcome of the game is. I think maybe 7 minutes. They had it to 9, but pretty much after that, we knew what time it was. So I feel like I never really seen Michael Jordan keep doing that. Like Michael Jordan usually be on the bench with ice on his knees in the fourth quarter. So I never really seen him do that. So that's the answer to your question.
What?
And choosing, or I'm trying to have it both ways. I just never really seen him attack people after the outcome is already determined.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. D, we appreciate you calling in. And you said that Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter had ice, not in the 80s, because he was getting drugged in the fourth quarter, so he had to play in those quarters. So he wasn't sitting there with no ice.
Disrespect, bro.
And he wasn't talking either.
Yeah, he was. If you don't believe me, ask Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas. He was talking.
All right, man. Well, y'all got it, man. I love y'all.
All right, D Money. We going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM, we'll continue talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Was it fair or foul what Angel Reese was doing?
Man.
What up, B, man? How was your trip?
Which trip?
I thought you was out of town.
Dallas? Yeah.
Dallas. I was in Dallas.
Yeah, I see Chase been killing it.
Yeah,
I've been keeping up with Greek. Hey, they rolling.
Yeah.
Where did they go for spring break? Tennessee?
We left there, leave them on.
Where? Oh,
Knoxville.
y'all going Knoxville, Tennessee? Okay, that's what I see.
So we'll see. You keep it up, it'll be all right. Keep it up.
He's rolling, man.
I don't say nothing.
Yeah, that's
They
what's
playing
up.
good.
They're playing
They're
good.
playing really good.
It's just, these wives.
I know, you know,
You
man.
gotta say it.
Hey, you can play 15 games good, and you play one band, they go all group.
No, they like, you can play 50 good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. One.
They on praise.
Everybody else.
Same thing, the subject. The
Yeah.
subject speaks
Everybody-
to it.
Oh yeah, you gonna be you under the microscope. You can't make no mistakes. You never get no praise. He's probably the most consistent on the team. Hey, we been, it's baseball.
Yeah.
We're there.
Creek ain't like that, but
Yeah.
the other,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all that boys.
It all comes out in the wash.
Yeah, it does. Cream always rises to the top. That's what I was always told.
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We're talking a little Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Before we get B Legends' take on this whole situation, we got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Caller, are you there?
I'm here, my dad. What's that name?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name and what's your thoughts on the whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation?
It's the one and only Mr. Controversial McGill. You know what I mean? But, no, man, the fucking thing about it was, oh, my bad, sorry.
You can, bro. You go ahead.
I had an Uncle Shake problem, that was funny, wasn't it? Stuff like that.
Oh, man, yeah, go ahead, dude.
So, my thing is this, bro. I've had sisters play women's basketball. I've had family members play women's basketball. I've never been so invested in women's basketball as this NCAA tournament. That's what we should be talking about. That just broke so many barriers. The most points scored, you know what I mean? A girl broke the individual scoring record, you know, the most viewers and all that kind of stuff. That is what should have been the focus of that women's NCAA tournament.
Facts.
All of this stuff, you know, in reference to the Michael Jordan talking during the game and after the game. How many times will Michael Jordan walk up on people on the bench talking about, shut up, little punk, after they try to talk, you know, smack to him during the game? He walked up on their bench and told them, shut up, because he shut them up. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, the thing is, I'm not going to say no demographics such as white or black people need to hold their own accountable, but a certain group of people need to start telling they people in their group to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people talking ain't never picked up a basketball or never had any kind of investment in any kind of sporting event ever or experience. So we don't need to be listening to them. And a lot of people that was on this group that was supporting people that have been basically left behind because they have very biased and racist views, like the Barstool Sports guy, should not be upheld as somebody that has any valid points, in my opinion. There's a lot of people. What's his name? The guy, God, Marcellus Wiley, whatever his name is. Bro, you've been done. You in the Jacob Whitlock category. So a lot of people that really need to be just shut out and ignored. And we wouldn't have these back and forth and things like that. We can talk to people that have credible and real genuine points that we can debate about the sport.
100%.
Hey, Goo, man, hey, man, thank you for tuning in to Beyond the Game. Or we catch y'all next week, bro. You done said everything we've been saying, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Miguel, appreciate you for calling in and all support, man.
All the way, man. Love you, man. Be careful, my dog.
All right. So that was Miguel's take on the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark trash talking. B Legend.
Get him, Legend.
You've been around. You
For a while.
seen Magic and Bird trash talk.
Been around since the 60s.
You seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Will Chamberlain trash talk. You even seen Bill Russell trash talk. B, what's your
desegregation? Well, you done seen it all.
You done seen everything. So you know firsthand knowledge what it's like on both sides of the fence. B, what's your thoughts on the whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese? Angel Reese out of line. What you got going on with that, B? Watch you disrespectful.
Get him, Legend.
You know, I pulled up here on two wheels and running out of one place, trying to get to the next place, trying to get here. And I walk in on this.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So here's my real take on this.
Hit us with the wisdom.
Here it goes.
It ain't gonna be what you think.
Okay.
Personally, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, because, okay, Caitlin was out hooping. She did what she did. Everybody's in her uproar because she did what she did. To your point, she's competitive.
Right.
So what? She talks a little smack. So what? Who cares whether she's white, black, Hispanic? Who cares? Like the last caller said, we're supposed to be watching the game.
Absolutely.
Right.
I agree.
And watching what's going on in the game. And the whole fact that LSU won this title, you know, has been overshadowed.
Nobody's talking about the game.
Because of trash talking? This what we talking about?
Yep.
It makes absolutely no sense to me. And see, what this did was create a platform, right? Create a platform for, oh, well, now we go again, you know, it's a white-black platform, you know. Now, the young lady from LSU, now, what I will say, I'm not blaming her for anything. I just don't feel like I'm going to run up on nobody and go through all that. Why? Because the only thing I would have done if I really, really, really wanted to trash talk you,
Point to the school.
I would have looked at you and pointed to the school board.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And it would have been over with.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even running up and going through all that extra and then creating all this chaos and mass confusion. So I think that all the trueness, what you should be celebrating, is being lost by this foolishness. You know, now again, I'm not criticizing her. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm just saying we're wasting a lot of time. Like, if we just sat here for 20 minutes and talked about something that's really, really irrelevant.
It's relevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's relevant.
It's relevant to who?
To the old people, because y'all keep saying how all these kids is soft. And now we got this.
Now wait a minute.
Now we got this
Now, wait a
situation
minute,
right here.
let's
And now people.
whoa. Hold
Can
on
you
now.
talk
Let's
to
call
the game now?
Hold on. Let's call a spade a spade. You can relate to this. Most of the kids I saw.
Okay.
Let's not get this thing twisted.
Okay.
Most of these kids in these
So
generations.
then why are people upset that Caitlin
Because
Clark?
they ain't got nothing else to talk about. It always turns into a white black
It's
thing.
able to take the light off of,
Yeah.
like B saying, it's able to
And
take the
I
light
get
off
that.
of LSU.
I mean, everything we talk about with these sports, as soon as it's something, the Rooney Rule, this, that, whenever something comes up with the white black thing, boom, we're gone.
When the word
I'm not saying that you can't defend yourself, but what makes this different than the 50 other million things that then went on before?
Yeah.
because this is the last game.
Exactly.
So
And so
that's all we got to hold
What
on
have you
to.
done for me lately?
Okay, so
That's all we got to hold on to.
So think of it from this perspective. We're on a sports show.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't just took 25 minutes
Mm-hmm.
talking about something that happens on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the difference this time from yesterday, the day before that? I'm not saying sweeping anything under the rug. I'm just saying I'm just not giving it that type of energy.
No, I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying.
My
but
biggest issue
Go ahead, Ray.
is the criticism that Reese has received. That's my
But
issue.
if she, but how? What I would say about her, if she was sitting right here, I would have looked at her and I would have said, you know what you should have did? I wouldn't have did all that.
You could have handled it different.
Handle yourself more class. You know, be classy.
She's 20.
I was gonna say she's 20.
Now this is you on the line,
But
B.
I
When
understand.
you was pledging.
But this is why. But this is what I'm saying though. This is why I'm not
Sugar cane
coming at her. I'm not coming at her in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, as we talk about, like you, and anybody else that's played competitive sports, the bottom line is you get wisdom and you mature.
Yes.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's the message that we communicate.
That's it.
We're not gonna sit. If she's sitting right there, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, you should have did that." I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna egg it on.
I'm gonna come at you from a different perspective to say, I understand how it is. I understand how you were. I was 20 when you were. I mean, I've been there before, so I understand. Lessons learned.
I just think she's been through a lot. I mean, if you look back at her career, I mean, she started off at Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Things didn't go well at Maryland.
Okay.
A lot of people kind of wrote her off, man. And you know what I'm saying? She went to LSU. You think about LSU this year, they had 9 new players on that team. They didn't know what was going to happen. Nobody put LSU in that championship game. And I just think that, like we've talked about, there was a lot of emotion in that game. Her winning that game, everything that she's kind of been through up until that point, and I think that played a major part in her reaction to that.
Hold on, B. Keep that thought. Keep that thought, B. Hold on. We got a call on the line. Hold that thought, B. What's your name, man?
Oh, this is Sean. Y'all know who it is.
Oh my God!
I see that. I know. I put you on mute, but my bad, B. My bad. Sean, what's your thoughts on the whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? And was it fair or foul?
Fair, what you consider foul. Look, Caitlin Clark deserved her technical because there was already a delay in game.
I knew you was probably gonna give her enough text to tie the game. But you was gonna give her enough technicals to tie the game.
Is that what Sean was gonna do? He was gonna hand out text there. You get a text. You get a text. You get a text.
Contrary to popular belief, I really don't give out a lot of text, but that one you just had to get when she threw the ball, basically into the stands. You got to get that because there was already a delayed game warning earlier in the game. That's one. Now, Reed, it was 14 seconds left when she did that. I don't think a referee in his right mind is going to give her a technical in that situation, a 14-point game. Let's get the game over with, get off the floor. It's got to be your attitude. You know what I'm saying? As a referee. But, as I put on the board earlier, I had AAU games where fights break out. Trash talk is all fun and games until the point where it's not. You know what I'm saying? Then it only takes one to have an attitude, and then you got a melee. And I have done enough games. There was an AAU game this week where on a court beside me, there was a fight broke out. There was a game that I was on. I called game, and a 9-point game with 45 seconds goes. Kids start chirping. And about to lose control, I'm like, nope, game's over. So, like I said, it's all fun and game until it's not. And so these kids emulate that. And and for somebody whose job is to try to control that, as I put in my post, you go to a high school, college game early enough, they have a captain's meeting. That's what we talk about. That's the main thing we talk about. Now, all the other stuff is fine, but we talk about sportsmanship, and there's zero tolerance for it. So, you can take it for whatever you want.
So basically, what you saying is you said all that and didn't say nothing because you didn't say if you thought that it was excessive, if you thought Caitlin Clark deserved it, or none of that.
So look, did I think it was a little excessive since the Reese did?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was. But I just think that point in the game, you don't penalize it because the game is basically over. So, you know what I'm saying? Technical foul, they have 2 shots in the game with 14 seconds left. That's, from a referee standpoint, that doesn't make any sense. Because now you causing more drama and bringing more attention to yourself. And that's not what we want.
Hey, before we get you out of here, Sean, I just want to know, man, when can we get you on the show? And when you do come, I don't want no PC referee talk. I want some real deal referee talking. When can we get you on the show?
Talk about them Eagles. I ain't got to talk to Gertin in a minute.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Gert, you want to respond to about that Eagles? You want to talk about your Eagles real quick?
Hey, look, we got these.
No, absolutely no. Absolutely not. No, it is over. They are done. They are trash. It's over. We're not talking about this. He had plenty of time to come on here and talk about it. Now he wants to. You do not give him the platform to do it. Absolutely not.
Hey, well,
No.
Legends focus, Sean Gert, man. I got to let you go.
To answer your second question,
Go ahead. Oh, well, I guess Gert went there. Easy come, easy go. Go ahead.
So I just want to finish this up and just say this. So I understand where everybody's coming from. But when we talk about all the emotion, everything that's built in, and where she came from, nobody thought she'd be. I get all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But at the end of the day, you got to play. You got to play with class. Right? That's one of the things that's been taught. That's been one of the things that's been taught to us, the people that play competitive sports, from day one. You win with class or you lose with class. Now,
I was always taught just to win.
well, that too.
Hey.
But at the end of the day,
By any means.
hold on. But at the end of the day, so Caitlin, did Caitlin do that to her?
No.
So what would give that? What? And again, I'm just saying. Why she got to go attack that one?
I think it's because some of the things that Caitlin did throughout the tournament, she did that.
Okay.
She waved off the girl from South Carolina.
Okay.
And I think I'm just answering your question, just going off what Reese said in her interview was she did it for girls like her.
So you created a whole bunch of nonsense.
I'm-
That's all I'm saying.
But again, B, you speaking from this perspective, she's 20. She's not thinking about how you thinking about
But
it.
see, I think of it. No. But see, now I put that on the coach too.
Okay.
But what is the coach supposed to do? Hold on. Keep that thought, Pete. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to take
I just disagree. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. That's what we're here for, baby. This would be a boring show if we agreed on every single topic, bro. This would be boring.
I agree on a lot of the points you made, though, Legend. You know what I'm saying? It's been made into a bigger thing than what it should have been. The focus has been taken off what it should have been focused on, which is LSU winning the championship. Caitlin Clark having a phenomenal performance in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
she lost.
yeah,
She lost.
yeah.
She lost.
I agree.
She went up there. She got just like South Carolina got beat. She got beat.
Absolutely.
The better team won.
Absolutely.
That's what we need to be celebrating.
Yeah.
We also need to be celebrating tonight because the Lakers are playing the Clippers.
Talk about it.
We're going to Sacramento. That's what we need to be talking about. That's what we want.
We're going to take a quick commercial break here on WLSU 93.9. When we come back, I guess we're going to talk a little bit later.
Sack tail versus everybody, bro.
Who?
You heard me.
What did he say?
Hey man,
Sack
you
tail
know
versus everybody.
tickets to go to that game for $6 at the beginning of the season.
So
You can get it there for
It
$6.
was.
He's so
He's telling the
disrespectful.
truth.
You can get it there for $6. Now they 60. And now they 60.
No, seriously, but when the season starts, you can
get it there
season
for
tickets
$6,
for
man.
nothing. All my
man.
You
people
could
live out
choose. You
there.
could choose
Times
3 games
change,
for
dog.
18.
I know.
Times change.
You could get Steph Curry,
Because y'all
LeBron
win.
James, and the Greek Freak for $18.
$18.
So here's the question, Ralph. So here's the question. Y'all get in the playoffs. I think didn't y'all win the division?
Yes,
That's
I
a
think
wrap.
they did.
It's called
They
a
did.
wrap. It's called a wrap.
Yeah,
Right.
they did.
So all that happens. And then y'all play them men and get bounced in the first round.
Who's
What's
them
that?
men?
That's what happened with
about-
Vlade
you talking
Divac.
about LeBron?
What happened with
What
Shaq?
happened
When
when
y'all
y'all get bounced in the first round? Are you
I
still
hope
coming?
we play the
Are
Lakers.
you?
I
get it?
pray that we
Are
play
you
the
still
Lakers.
gonna come in here with the same energy?
Absolutely.
No, you're not.
Absolutely.
You ain't gonna want to walk in this room
Hey,
and
bro,
face these
we
monsters.
ain't been to playoffs in forever.
And
I'm
it's
just
gonna
happy.
be short-lived.
Hey, I'm just happy to be there,
It's
legend.
gonna
happy
be
to be
short.
there.
Who are they?
Who are y'all?
Beam the light.
Who?
Who's who? We tell you.
Cute her, beat her, beat her, Bronny her, Bryce her.
Everybody there.
AD
What you mean, who are we?
her, Johnny her, Zoe her.
Anybody on your team got a ring? Maybe Harrison Barnes got a ring.
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Okay. All right.
That's the only
We need
one.
I
that
can't
veteran
wait.
leadership.
Yeah, well, y'all gonna have 2 home games in the playoffs.
That's it.
2.
Actually, I think
We said
you know what?
Cancun on 2.
That's not true. 3.
3. Yeah, they gonna get 3.
They gonna get one. They gonna win one.
I
at
love
home.
it.
They
I
gonna
love
win.
it. I love it. Facebook Live. Y'all
Go
heard
on.
me. I love it.
They gonna win one.
Sabonis is Vlade Divac and
That's
and
cool.
Fox is
Cool.
Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby. They got him. They ain't got no Stojakovic out there. They ain't got no
Bobby
bitch.
Jackson. That was Bobby Jackson.
Nah, he was,
Oh, and Pedro Stojakovic.
Yes.
Doug Christie. He
Yeah,
done
y'all
talked
got
a
all
little.
that.
Yeah.
The dude from Baylor, he Doug Christie. He gonna put his hands on people.
Cal, what's his name? Cal Huter.
He gonna put his hands on people.
Oh man, welcome
That's
back
cool.
to Beyond the
Austin
Game
Reeves
with
on 2
WLXU
pieces.
93.9
Bah!
FM. We was talking a little Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We great get up off of that topic and talk about a little bit of Los Angeles Lakers. But before we get into all of that, we had a caller call into the show. Caller, what's your name?
Man, it's Reginald, man. What's up, fella?
What's
We,
going on?
we got Reginald Brown, who is Louisville's biggest fan, on the line. Reginald's been in the BTG group page.
Don't forget that. I don't like black people.
I forgot Reginald Brown don't like black people now. But anyway,
Are you a Louisville baseball fan?
but so real quick, but before we get off of this topic, I'll let you end it for us. What's your thoughts on the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation?
Man, look, you know I made a post about it too. I don't know if y'all seen it. And I said she was classless, but here's my point why I said that though, bro. Because I was like, I understand her doing it. I don't mind you talking stuff at the free throw line and all that. But the game goes, she kind of go opposite direction. She still following. Okay, I understand. Look, y'all just won. I just wasn't. Don't get me wrong. I didn't talk with the best of them, but when I played ball, bro, I had a coach that didn't like that. He was like Coach Swarter. He was dead like Coach Swarter. Like when teams would jog with us and we'd jack back and we'd say something back, he's like, hey, he'll take us out to the down. Why we sitting down, coach? Because you out there arguing.
Yeah, I ain't win much.
Act like a champion. You just won the championship. But I don't have no problem with her doing it at the free throw line and all that. I just had a problem with her following her. Like at that point, man, then you accept it. Now it's like me, how I take it. I'm like, then you got a personal problem. What's up? You feel me? But I understand they different. Girls, females are different. People don't have different opinions. And I back off my post. I don't like black people, so that's how it went.
Daniel Cameron.
Nah, that's what they said in the group.
Because let me give Reggie hold on just a second. Let me give B a backstory. So because he voiced his opinion about Angel Reese and said that she was classless, people just automatically assumed he didn't like his own kind, as if
He was part of what you said
as
earlier.
if you just supposed
Where
to.
it's
Yeah.
a black and white
I mean,
thing.
people who say that, I mean, and they can come at me on, I don't care.
I know you don't care.
But that's idiotic.
Yeah,
I mean, to say that because if you really step back from it, you can look at it both ways. You could say it's classes. You could say, Caitlin deserved everything that she got. However you want to look at that. But that's somebody's opinion. So to say that man don't like his people.
That's ridiculous.
Just because.
Because he thinks that she's class. That's just dumb.
I even said it when Clark did it.
Yeah.
But people like, you just mad Louisville lost. No, why are you talking stuff when you up? Some people do you talking stuff when you get up. If you're gonna talk stuff when it's 0-0. Like Jordan said, talk stuff when it's 0-0. Don't talk stuff when you get up and you up 15 and you coaching to a win. I asked them when she said it, but they was like, "Oh, you just mad Louisville lost. I'm a Louisville fan." No, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, And that's just how I feel. That's my opinion. I'm always gonna ride with myself. So
As you should.
I love black people. You ask me, I love my town. I ride for my town all day.
That's it.
Hey,
Hey, man, you ain't got
I was gonna say,
you ain't got to say nothing to them. Let them think what they want.
It's always gonna be two sides to the story.
Absolutely.
But it's just how I was raised, bro. My time's not always right. And people want to make
That's right.
we always know.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't know.
He said, I'm riding with my team. I'm riding with my team.
You say right, wrong, and different. We ride.
I mean, I'm gonna ride with my team, but when they right, they're right. When they wrong, they're wrong.
That's right there.
And I was raised with my father, bro. That's how he treat me.
Right.
If you right, you right. I'm gonna ride with you. But when you wrong, I'm gonna tell you you wrong.
But he did it in private though. He didn't do it in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Q. My daddy wasn't no private person. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. He gonna tell you you wrong right in front of that person. You wrong. You dead wrong. And that's how I was raised versus how I was raised. That's how I raised my kids. I'm not telling my kids they're gonna always be right because they're not gonna always be right. When they make a mistake, you wrong. And you was in the wrong, you need to apologize for that. That's how I look at it though. Don't look at it like that, but that's how I was raised. That's how I raised my kids.
That's respect.
That's respect.
I mean, but you know, the interesting thing about it, we talked about this, Q, via text a little bit, but, you know, you brought up the whole point about, you know, the fact of her getting endorsements and all this other stuff.
Yeah, you gotta play the game.
Yeah. Now, the reality to it is, it could hurt her. It could. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying it could. The whole reason I'm saying this, Peter.
I'm listening. You see,
because it's big picture, right?
Yeah, we talking big picture.
Big picture, right?
Yeah.
Who control them dollars?
Right.
We know who do.
Right? I'm just.
That's what Stevenson was saying.
Right, wrong, right.
Fentanyl.
But I'm just saying, right,
That's
wrong,
Riri.
wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah.
You are your own asset.
What if I tell you there's
Protect
no wrong? Anything that you do is right in somebody's eyes or in your own eyes.
I agree.
So,
but if you want that big money,
That's right.
Hove.
You going over there with Hove?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Riri.
But just because Hove got the see, that's our problem right there. Oh, we ain't gotta do nothing. We ain't gotta mess with because we got Hove.
Yeah.
So what happens if you don't get Hove?
Absolutely. That's why I say we don't want it to make it to where that's our only
What happens if you
option.
don't get Hove?
Is to go to
Right.
Hove.
And we give it to LeBron. He's a billionaire.
But you see,
Yeah. That's not. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I got you.
I'm just being devil's advocate.
I mean, she signed with Brand Jordan. Jordan's a billionaire.
She signed with Team Adams.
But I'm just saying.
No, I get what you're saying, B. I get what you're saying. Hey, Reg, we appreciate you for calling into the
Yes,
show.
sir.
Give us your opinions, man.
No problem, brothers.
Appreciate you.
Man.
We just poking the bear.
That's it.
Oh, you know,
Hey. But now we great team up though.
Oh yeah. I'm about to
Lakers unite. Yes, sir.
So as y'all can tell, Pick'em Petey is excited because the Lakers are in the 7th
I don't know
spot.
why.
As we are doing this live show, they play the Clippers tonight. I think AD and LeBron both are not scheduled to play. But you really
Oh no! I told y'all that's just for the same day parlays, y'all. Hey, listen, Ronnie there, AD there, Q there, B there, Pete there.
I mean, you got to understand now, because you know I don't want to turn this to a Laker thing. We're not gonna do because we're gonna talk about the NBA.
Yeah, please.
But since we started off like this, I mean, let's understand.
Let's understand what?
Who's been the most dominant team since All-Star break? Go on, Q.
Purple and gold.
I'm just saying.
Kings.
No.
Purple.
Absolutely not.
Kings.
Absolutely.
Kings.
Look at the stats, brother.
Who's been the best defensive
Y'all
team
moved
since
up a couple
All-Star?
games.
That'd be them.
Hey man, y'all ain't in the
Purple.
best team in y'all's arena.
That's fine. Bro.
Who's the best? Sacramento got another team?
I don't know.
He just want to be disrespectful. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, it's Sacktown versus everybody, bro.
I know. Real quick before we get into
that.
we got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man? Caller, you there?
No.
Well,
Ain't no call.
We right back to it.
We calling from LA.
We talking about
disconnected.
the LA Lakers. Go ahead, Pete.
We got the Clippers tonight, right?
Right.
Yeah. We beat the Clippers. We go to 6, right? we get to 6. We play the 3, right? We beat the 3. We play the 2, right?
Hey, who's in that 3 spot right now?
Yeah. Sacramento.
That team that wears purple
and black.
The fake purple.
And we not worried about that.
Ain't worried about it at all.
Last time Sacramento was above the Lakers I think Shaq then went in there and did something.
Why are we talking about the past?
I think
No. One thing about sports, I always say,
here you go.
History repeats itself.
History repeats itself. But guess what?
What?
Oh, I almost cussed.
Oh
Things
my God.
change.
Hey, listen.
Things
Oh my God,
change.
take his mic off. Oh my God.
We got rap needed today.
Y'all got some bonuses, son. Y'all got some and then y'all got Fox out
He's
there.
a very skilled player.
And then y'all got me being cute.
That's it. That ain't gonna get it done.
Then y'all got a little fella come off the bench.
Guys.
Hey,
That ain't it.
Mike Brown already know what it is. He said, listen, y'all, we're going to get these 2 playoff games in. We're going to jack these prices up, and we're going to get this money.
And we're going to get up out of here and
we're going to get on up out of here. And we're going to enjoy. We're going to get us.
I prayed
Because
the
y'all
man
ain't
above.
got, y'all ain't got
I hope we see
y'all ain't
the
got
Lakers.
nobody deal with that monster down there.
Ooh, AD always injured. I'm not scared of him.
I know you're not.
I know you're not talking about Brian.
I know
Hey.
you're not.
When AD's injured, that's fine. But when he's on that court,
He's all right.
you getting 39 and 15.
He's all right.
Then you sound like me, bro.
You get 39 and 15.
Hey, Pete, hold that thought. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Carla, I know you're on the line. Just hold with us for 1 second while we take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll get to you on WLXU 93.9 FM on Beyond the Game.
Hey, legend. It's been a while, man.
Oh, I
It's
mean,
been
y'all
a
been
while,
going
man.
still
That's
been a
what
while.
I'm saying.
Last time y'all was in the playoffs, I think that was 2005.
Mike Bibby and
Last time that was the
Mike
playoffs.
Bibby and Ron Artest was on the team.
Bill Clinton was getting.
Ron Artest was a king.
I think Shaq was still doing albums when that last time it happened.
Kazam was coming
He
out.
dropped out. Yeah, he
It's like 12 years.
He dropped outstanding.
It is 2023,
That's why I
so
said, bro,
12
look at
years.
Ron Artest. Y'all don't even remember Ron Artest in the King's jersey.
Hey, you know what? Maybe they gonna fly. See where
Come on, Neil.
Stay.
Jason Williams.
I told you they gonna run the ticket prices up. They gonna get the money. The Sacramento Kings is gonna make more money in these 2 games up in Sacramento than they made in the last 12 years.
What you clapping about
you know
over
what
there, bro?
You know what? Hey, what we should have did.
I'm just clapping because we
should
people are watching.
We should have invested.
That's all.
I'm gonna tell you, we should have invested. You want me to tell you what we should have invested in? Cowbell.
I'm trying to.
And we should have went out there and invested.
That's our thing.
They would have bought every cowbell.
I'm
That's
trying
our
to
thing.
We should have invested in some cowbell.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right about that.
But
Welcome
you
to
know what,
Beyond
we
the
go-
Game on WLXU
we gonna-
93.9 FM. Before we continue on with the Los Angeles Lakers and how they're going to sweep the Sacramento Kings, we had a caller call into the show. Caller, what's your name?
Chris Jones.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Jones. What
Lord,
up, Jones,
Hey,
baby?
y'all have a good show. Y'all have a good show, man.
We got Chris Jones on the line, and what a way to wrap up the show with Chris
Another Lakers
Jones.
fan.
So, Chris, we gonna get your thoughts on the Lakers last, but give me your thoughts on the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and then pivot to the Lakers, man.
I feel like everybody's doing way too much. There is no rules in trash talking.
That's
Let's
it.
get that right first and foremost. There's no rule book on how far you can go with it or how long it can go. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know, I ain't never seen a rule book on trash talking or riding. You can take it as far as you want to. So it is what it is. I think a lot of people are just being way too sensitive. I mean, did she go too far? Yeah. So.
But that's the whole thing. Like, why? That's what I'm saying, Chris. To your point, like, why are we wasting all this time and energy talking about it?
I get it.
I mean, it just is. Okay, you try. Okay, she went in the face. Who cares? We done wasted 30 minutes. We could have been talking about the Lakers. What we
That's a waste of
doing?
time.
We get ready to get
That's a
into these
waste of
Lakers.
time.
What we doing?
We off the air in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Go ahead, Jones.
I got 14.
That's where I thought we was going. First and foremost, man, I'm happy to see Ralph in a good mood. He's talking about those sports about 4-5 years. So, Ralph, you go ahead. The floor is yours, man. Do your thing.
Hey, Jones, I appreciate that, man. Put some respect on Sacktown's name, man.
Hey, Jones, real quick, bro. If Lakers and the Kings meet up in the playoffs, what's gonna happen, bro?
We already know who he's going to pick.
Man, that's so good. I don't want to see the Kings. I don't want the Lakers to see the Kings. They're too fast. They're too young. That's a bad matchup for us.
Hey, man. Hey, you need to get over the bed.
Yes, sir,
You
Jones.
don't come in here and say nothing like that.
Speak
man.
your truth, Jones.
If the Lakers play the Grizzlies or Denver, we in the second round. I don't care what nobody say. Put a stamp on that. We in that second round, and y'all better watch y'all now talking about LeBron and AD, because them boys is ready. We 4-0 right now.
Hey,
nobody
Jones, you just said Denver and Memphis over. You'd rather play Denver and Memphis than
over
Sacramento.
You heard what he said, Petey.
Yeah, because you got to think Sacramento plays at a faster play, and they got more scores. Really, if the Grizzlies only go as Jack.
Chris. See, this is where. Let me educate you. No. No. Just hear me out, Chris, because everybody sitting here, including you, will agree with what I'm about to say. Okay?
Depends.
In the playoffs, the first thing that happens in the playoffs is what?
Defense.
The game slows down.
Defense ratchets up.
So while your point is valid, that they are fast and they go, but the game is going to slow down. And when the game slows down, who does that favor?
Not the Lakers.
The LA Bronze.
Come on.
And that series is going to.
Depends, man. I don't think he's going to slow the Kings down. Them young Fox is going to control the pace of the game no matter who they play.
Man,
he's playing like that. They got too many scores, man. I don't want to see them. We got old players. I ain't going to lie. Like I said, Jockey, he always kind of fails in the playoffs, so I'm not scared of Denver. Ain't nobody scared of Denver. And really, ain't nobody scared of Memphis.
Ain't nobody scared of Sacramento.
Ain't nobody scared of Sacramento.
Ain't
nobody scared of LA. I don't know why these jokers is up here talking all this smack about the Lakers.
Listen, in the playoff setting, I'm taking Dennis Schroeder over Fox.
Dennis Schroeder?
Any day. In any series, I'm taking. When they
Dennis
play,
Schroeder become that?
Man, hey, listen, Dennis Schroeder.
Midday nap, I see.
Dennis Schroeder's gonna come in there with the 24-karat gold patch in his head, and he gonna lock Fox up. You know what I mean? Fox ain't never been no offensive threat, and then AD is gonna shut Sabonis down.
He got that.
I'll let getting that by the high post, dumping the ball off. That's out.
I like it, but I don't know about it, man. You know, I just don't know what. I like our chances better against the other top two. I don't know. But maybe the Suns, because I don't believe in Durant.
No.
Yeah, we won't stay on the opposite side of the bracket.
You don't want no parts of them now. Come on now.
You won't stay on the opposite side of the bracket.
You on the pack now.
We won't get them into the Western Conference.
You don't want no parts of that.
Oh, man.
You don't want no parts of that over there, Joe. Now, you on the pack now.
Hey, listen, we gonna leave Chris Paul and them alone because we know Chris Paul ain't gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals.
You gonna leave that 7-foot monster alone. We are not going to engage. We are not going to engage. Do not engage.
Abort mission.
Do not engage.
Hey, the Clippers can have tonight's game if you guys play the Suns. So you hear me?
Do not engage. Do not engage.
Oh, bro. That had me serious, man.
I love it, bro.
We don't want the Suns. We don't want the Suns.
Yeah, we don't want the Suns.
You're damn right we don't want the Suns.
Myself right but you know, give us the other two, man. Not the Kings though. But I think if we win tonight though, even if AD and LeBron don't play, ain't nobody worried about the Clippers. Kawhi, he's overrated. Kawhi's overrated. Russell Westbrook turns the ball over. There you go.
There it is.
Paul George is out. He's their best player.
And that ain't saying much.
Man, he might not come back for the playoffs. They say he's coming back, but I don't know.
So let's get to it then. Let's get right to it.
Get to it, legend.
So we're gonna change this up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm tired of blasting your Sacramento.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're gonna jump to two topics.
Okay, you listen to Jones?
Two topics. You hear me, John? Two topics.
Okay.
First topic is this: is Joel Embiid the runaway MVP right
Yes,
now?
sir.
No.
Yes.
Runaway train.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's a done deal.
Deal with their 50.
52.
He took the deal with their 50 ball last night.
52 and 18 or something like
Hey,
that.
Q said no, so who do you believe?
Oh, y'all already know the Greek Freak.
Okay.
Who?
Greek Freak.
But he's had a great
listen,
season.
man.
Alphabet kid.
We forget about him.
I don't know why. They got the #1 seed right now.
Yeah.
You know what?
I ain't mad at
you know
you,
what?
though,
I'm
Q.
gonna say it like this. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If I had to do it today,
If you had to vote today.
if this how it's gonna go down, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's gonna go Greek. It's gonna go Joker. And it's gonna go in.
There's no way that
you got it beat third?
Yeah,
There's
man.
no way.
Hold on, Ralph. Hey, Jones, what you think about his order that he had?
Yeah,
Greek,
that's what I'm doing.
Joker, and Embiid. What you
That's
think
what
about
I'm
his MVP order?
I think Greek Freak's the best player in the NBA, so I mean I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, but
Means if they give it to Greek Freak,
Say something, Petey.
Where does that put him in the all-time rank? Gotta put him second behind Duncan, right?
Oh, my
Hey, man, how y'all keep saying Anthony Cooper is the best player in the NBA, man? This is killing me, man. Hey, are we watching the same game?
Who's the best, Speedy?
Hey, right now, Embiid's the best player in the league right now.
Absolutely not.
I disagree with
Man,
that. I disagree with that.
Man, listen,
He need to get his butt in the
Embiid kept
post.
his pace that he's had over the last 20 games,
Yes, sir.
Embiid will average 45 points a game, y'all. 45 points a game.
You know what? I'm gonna make this real simple.
Go ahead. We got 3 minutes.
I would say it right here, right now.
Mhm.
I would say it right here, right now. Joel Embiid, he can score 80. It don't matter. When it come down to the playoffs, he ain't gonna be nowhere.
Hey, but hold on though. Didn't we just see a team get beat by 44?
Mm.
Whose team was that?
Mm.
Whose team was that?
I don't know what team was that.
Yeah. Well, what are you talking about, people?
Whose team just got beat by 45
I don't know.
the other night?
I don't
On
know.
national
I don't know.
TV.
I don't know whose team was it.
Oh, some good.
Where they located, B? Oh,
Was it who?
Milwaukee.
Was it?
Was it?
I don't know.
At Green,
Hey, when you up
purple,
top,
white
you can
team.
give games away.
Yeah, they don't
we
know about that.
can give games away.
That's
Is it
good.
44?
I mean, because
Because
here's my point. It's consistency, right? It's consistency what the Greek Freak does. It's
So
consistent.
From
if
game
you go,
one
if
to
you
game
go by
82.
that, he has been the most consistent,
It's consistent
throughout this season.
and that's why. And you know me because I've sat here and I've talked about Joker being an MVP. The reason why I pick Greek over Joker now is because consistency.
100%.
Joker has not been there.
Ain't it?
I mean, you know, so
I just watched him be beat by 45. MVP's gonna get beat by 45.
okay.
I'm sorry.
And I'm just
Well,
saying.
hold on. Because we also just seen Joel Embiid duck Joker. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
A week ago?
So he didn't have to play again.
Oh, now he didn't have to play.
He didn't have to play.
Okay, he didn't have to play.
and he did duck him now.
And he ducked Joker. So y'all
He
want
did
to talk
duck,
about that?
But the game before that, did Joker play in that game when MB played Denver? No. So the game before that,
He was hurt.
okay.
So
Excuse.
So against
Excuses.
that backdrop, so everybody said who they got on the MVP thing.
Right.
So now let's go to this. Who's going to win the East?
Oh, Bucks. It's to me, it's a
The
two-man.
Bucks and Boston.
It's a two-man race between Boston and the Bucks.
Boston wins hands down. It's not even close.
I'm not gonna say hands down,
Who
but
beat Boston in the playoffs?
The only team that can beat Boston right now, in my eyes, is the Knicks.
This month.
But hey, here's the thing.
He said, hey, PD ain't never lost. He ain't never took a
the
loss.
Knicks.
Come
Hey,
on,
watch
bro.
out for the Knicks.
Oh.
Now Knicks gonna make some noise. They're gonna make some noise.
The Knicks will beat the
but-
Bucks.
But
I don't
it's gonna
believe
be
it. I'm sorry, bro.
the Bucks gonna come out of East.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
And the only way if it ain't the Bucks, it's the Celtics.
Yes, it's either Boston or
Because I tell you right now, you see, we talked about the MVP. Ain't nobody mentioned Philadelphia.
Yeah, because it's a team game. And
Yeah.
I don't believe in James Harden, and I don't believe
Okay.
in
My man Embiid averaging 33, y'all.
That's cute.
That's all right.
That's
So
Yeah.
So now-
get in the playoffs, man.
yeah,
So
so he don't. So
he's
now,
in regular season
all we gonna see is them tears and that afro, and that's gonna be that.
That's
So
it.
now
That's
let's go. Now let's go to the West.
All right.
Let's go to the West. Very, very interesting what the West look like, right?
Oh man, we gotta save that for next week,
Yeah.
man. We gotta save it. We gotta save it for next. We gotta save it.
Boy,
For
y'all
next.
lucky, boy. I gonna get to it.
I go Sack Town.
Lakers
That's all I'm
Western
saying.
Conference Finals.
Hey, Jones, we appreciate you for calling in. And, people who are watching right now, tune in. Make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe to Spoken Minds on YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Check out him and Ike Jones
Yes,
on
sir.
Ike Jones,
Ike
Ike
Burn.
Burn on there.
Burn.
Jones, we'll holler at you later on, big dog. Yeah. Man, we get ready to get on up out of here. Thank you everybody who tuned in for another great show. Everybody who watched on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for tuning in. Thank y'all for sharing, liking, all that good stuff. We getting ready to get on up out of here. For my boy Ralph Clay, Pick'em Petey,
Yes,
B
sir.
Legend.
Yes,
This is
sir.
your boy Nephew Q. And as always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We about this thing, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.